Hi, it is me, the Holistic Healer, here again with you today to talk to you about homemade facial care lotion or body lotion, how to make your own, and how to use the vibration of the plants to heal ourselves, heal our skin. Um, In fact, when we are using plants as medicine, as part of our healing journeys, um, a lot of us are unaware that when plants are growing, they have an essence about them, an aura, an energy about them. And for me, when I grow my herbs and my flowers and my plants, I love them with all of my being. Like they are like children to me. So when I harvest them, it's very ceremonial. I treat them with nothing but the utmost respect and dignity, like I would a person. They are alive and they very much deserve respect. They are one of God's creatures. If you do not believe that or understand that, understand that I am somebody that has always been able to feel the vibration of the plants. I've always felt a connection to nature and to the plants. So therefore, I make plant medicines. I feel like they work with me in that. So anyways, what I like to do is I make all of my own lotions homemade because the lotions that you buy at the store are, filled with things that, first of all, a lot of them have alcohol in them, and it kind of doesn't make any sense to me that I have very dry skin and I'm going to put alcohol on my skin to moisturize. So between that and some of the other things that are in them, the problem is things we buy at the store, whether it's lotions, whether it's food, supplements, no matter what it is we buy at the store nowadays, it's really not what people think and believe it is. And it takes those of us that step outside of the box to understand and know that those are not good for us. And I refuse to put those on my body or in my body or of the bodies of my clients or my family. I know and understand that nature was what God intended us to use. The plants are what God intended us to use to heal ourselves. So that's why there's certain properties in each of the plants. But I'm not going to get too much into that. With that said, the reason I brought that up is when I make myself a homemade lotion, especially if it's for the face, like say I'm going to make an anti-aging lotion, and, everybody knows that rose is very anti-aging. Now, I distill my own essential oils. So therefore, when I distill them, I get not only the essential oil, but I also get what's known as hydrosol. This is the water of the plant, and this comes in the batch when I distill my herbs and my flowers. You get this wonderful, beautiful, literally it's the water of the plant. Now, because I'm energy sensitive, I can feel the vibration in these beautiful plant waters that I use in my medicines and things. So rose is a very high vibrating plant to begin with. It's a very healing plant. That's, I think, why so many people are drawn to rose. It really has a very high vibration. So with that said, that really helps with wrinkles and dry skin and aging skin. So this particular one I'm making today is for anti-aging. So it is really important to use, because when you make a lotion, you need your oils, you need your liquids, and then you need your glycerin, and then you need your essential oils for whatever properties you want to add. But I will put the recipe that I'm using today in the comments below so that you can use it. But you're going to do, typically what I'll do is 2 cups total volume, and then you're going to do, you're going to go on the stove and you're going to make, you know, like you would make if you are somebody that makes salves, where you do 1 cup of oil, carrier oil, or whatever kind of oil you're using, to 1 ounce of beeswax. That's kind of a half and half. That gives a really nice salve because that's going to be hard enough that it's going to hold its form, but then it'll still melt, you know, when you put it on cuts or scrapes or whatever you're using the salve for. So I went ahead and made a salve. But that, you know, it's melted still. You want to melt that so that you have, as if I was going to make a salve. But that one is plantain infused apricot kernel oil, calendula infused hemp seed oil. And then I also had just some plain hemp seed oil in that one because those are going to be really healing for our skin. Very uplifting, very high vibrational. So that is my oils, okay? And I always melt the beeswax in with the oil. So how I prepare it is I'm over here and I'm making my oils, okay, with the beeswax in it. Once that's all melted down and ready to go, great, then I can get started. But in the meantime, while that's melting and I'm stirring it, I'm over here in my blender adding the rest of my ingredients. So in here, I've got my liquids, my vegetable glycerin, and my little tablespoons of vitamin E oil. That is our natural preservative that we put, and that's also amazing for the skin, so that works too. So now I've got this all ready. So what I need to do is I'm going to dump the hot melted oils into here, and we're going to turn it on, and I'm going to really mix it up well. Once I mix that, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to take my spatula and really scrape it and then turn it on again. And I'm going to keep scraping and turning on and scraping and turning on until I get a beautiful mixture, okay? Let me go ahead and do that, and I will show you in just a moment. So I actually made a bigger batch of that than I need because I'm going to use the rest of it for something else. So I need 2 cups of this. There's 1. And 2. And I really make sure I scrape and get all of it because it's really, really important that we get every single bit of the medicine into there. Very important that we do. Okay, so I'm going to put my lid on, and I apologize for the noise. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and scrape it down. Scrape that down in there. So we're really getting it mixed good and getting everything mixed. This always turns out so beautiful. And the nice thing is it's very, very healing for the skin. And some of the other ingredients that are in it are very healing for our insides too. So, you know, a lot of the stuff that I put in my lotions and my skincare products, I formulate them so that they're healing on the inside because it's on our skin. It's going to go into our bloodstream. So we want to heal our bodies on the inside too, so that our skin can be healthier on the outside. It's kind of a whole process there. So I'm going to kind of scrape that down, make sure it's all scraped down again, and I'm going to turn it on again. And I don't know how well you can see, but it's, you know, every time you scrape it and do it again, it gets smoother and smoother in there. You have kind of less that gets up on the top here. So I'm going to scrape it down again. It's really important to make sure you're scraping all of it. Get every bit that you can down in there. Because, you know, the way that the recipes are written, you know, you need to have exact amounts of things to make it so it's not too runny or too hard. Okay, so now I have it scraped all the way down here. And I'm going to run it one more time and then I'll show you guys. It's starting to get nice and white and creamy and smooth, if you can notice that. Perfect. And it's hard for me to show you exactly because this is on a video rather than in person, but you know, I'm just kind of scraping the sides down here. Right now, this is still hot, so it's not set up yet. So it's going to be a little bit runny, but I don't know how well you can see. It's a very, very smooth, creamy consistency, and that's what you want. You want a very smooth, creamy consistency. It smells absolutely marvelous. It almost looks like a creamy, milky substance, I guess. So then what you're going to do with that, once you have it all the way, you know, mixed up to where everything's mixed in, it's all perfectly blended, you can then go ahead and pour it into, you know, whatever container you're using. This particular batch I haven't put any essential oils into yet because it's for like some specific people, so their oils that I put in are specific to them and their skin needs to my clients. So, but normally I would at this point add the essential oils and then, you know, grind it up one more time and pour it into your containers and let it set. So I will put the recipe below. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I hope this has helped you. I kind of thought about doing the video last minute after I kind of was halfway through, but I really have been wanting to show this to you guys for a while. People have been asking, so I hope this helps you. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm sending you so much love and light, and have a wonderful day. Until next time, peace out.